Friends, hello, how are you doing? It's Wednesday, Jerome Powell talk today, Trumpy Wumpy's talking today, a lot going on out there. Inflation's high, eggs are through the roof. What's going on here with these eggs? But yet the market's going, you know what? Let's hit fourth gear. Here we go. Market doesn't care. Market's still going here. So let's talk about some stocks we've been talking about here. And I do want to say, just we've hit a different gear here with me yapping my mouth here, and it feels so weird saying my channel. It sounds so bleh. But hit 15,000 subscribers. That's crazy. Thank you guys so much here. I've been here for a long time yapping these lips here, and now we're finally getting into some really good money, really good positions, and this is exciting to do with everyone. You can't invest alone. It's not good to invest alone. It's good to everyone kind of touch base with each other and kind of keep a mindset, because just because I'm here yapping my gums, it doesn't mean I'm absolutely right about everything. Now, a lot of us, we follow breadcrumbs. We see a lot of stocks are creatures of habit. They move the same with news and, what's going to happen here. But with everything, I just want to say thank you. God bless America. I'm glad we're all here together. Let's start talking. Now, obviously, why I named this the Trinity, because I do believe these three stocks right here are somewhat of the Trinity. We have the trifecta right now, okay? You got, Palantir, who's trying to get to 120. I believe it's trying to get to 200 by the end of the year. You got SoundHound, and Palantir right there. Those are aces. Those are aces up the sleeve. Those are the golden goose of 2025. We can go ahead and call that. We know it's going to keep bringing great things here. Okay, it's a done deal at this point. We know that's happening here. So, and then you got SoundHound. You got SoundHound right here, who I believe is going to be one of the dark horses of 2025, who is going to, with this new, and we're going to talk about it too. I'm going to go more in detail with each of these, but to kind of give the theme of what we're talking about here. It's going to have its quarterlies here. We expect these quarterlies to be good. Okay, now, and I believe it's going to be a good year for SoundHound. Now, with that too, then you look at BigBear here. BigBear is trying so hard to get to $10. Bless it. It is trying all. Did it hit 10? Let me make sure it didn't hit $10. I'm scared to make sure it didn't hit it. I think it may have hit. Did it hit $10 after hours? It didn't. It's close. We're a nickel away. We need a quarter here. So we're close. It could happen by tomorrow. Who knows? But like I said, I believe too that BigBear is going to be another dark horse of 2025, where it's going to fool a lot of people. And there's this with BigBear especially. There's this divide. There is a divide. There's two parts of the table. There's a part of the table over here where people that have already done well in the market, they're not too worried about BigBear. They got all the meats, they got all the cheeses, they're doing well. And they're like, you know what? I don't have time for that BigBear thing. Whatever. Little AI stock, little brother to Palantir, whatever. I don't care about that. It's not going to do anything. It's a meme stock. Okay. Well, us down at the other end of the table are going, well, we like meat and cheeses and wines and all that. So we're taking a chance here. We're taking a chance. We're gonna be the bottom feeders here. We've been buying this little bitty AI stock here that we've been getting made fun of here for the past few months. We've been buying it at $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7. You're still in profit range. $8, you're still in profit range, and not even $9 solid, you're still in profit range at this point. So now we have entered into, just in the past weeks here with BigBear, big government contract in January. February hits, now the big government contract, not as big, but big. Still, we got one. Then, new CEO, has ties to Trump, military background. I don't think it's a coincidence why we've just gotten two back-to-back military contracts with the new CEO having a background in the military and Trump, all that together. So, all these things right now with BigBear are huge speculations that there's something brewing here, 100%. So I think it's and what I mean with this divide here, you have people who God bless them. There's people who want to play it safe in the market. I get that. And Palantir's, as much as we love Palantir, it left us. It's at the other end of the table. It's down there with the meat and cheeses, okay? It's high society at this point. We raised it and we sent it off to college. That's where, 21 months ago, that thing was at $7. Now it's gone, okay? Now we're at the end of the table here with SoundHound and Big Bear. We're trying to raise them. We're trying to get them somewhere, okay? And I do believe that if you're in all of these stocks, it's going to be a trifecta for you. It's going to be a huge, huge move in your portfolio. So I'm going to go right into SoundHound here, okay? I told you, I'm on it, man. I'm 3 cups of coffee in. So SoundHound here, and I'm sorry I haven't talked about SoundHound sooner. I'm really wanting to talk about SoundHound, but there's just been other things that I've been yapping about here. So SoundHound, bless it, it's holding this position at $14, $15 on a good day, and it doesn't like 13. It's not holding that. It's at least going to a high 13 when it falls. But with that, February 27th, 2 weeks, two and a half weeks here, we're going to have quarterlies. Now, with these quarterlies, we expect them to be good. The question is, can this be a $30 million quarterly? Now, the last quarterly that came out, it was a big quarterly. It was big. It was real big. But it wasn't big in the sense of like, it blew expectations away in the sense of where it was going to shoot the stock up to like $20, $50. But it was a great quarterly, okay? Nonetheless, it was the biggest they've had, okay? So 2024 with SoundHound was an exceptional year. Beginning of the year, no one knew who Sound was in 2024 at the beginning of that year. Then they come out with Q1, does really well. Okay. Then at the beginning of the year, Nvidia steps in and they go, "Hey, we're gonna put a big stake in SoundHound." Then people go, "Whoa, who's a SoundHound?" Then SoundHound shoots up to like $8. Okay. Then SoundHound goes back down to like $3, $4. Okay. Another quarterly comes out. Q2, they do good. Okay. Now Q2, things are picking up a little bit. Now we're playing around $3.50 to $4.50. $3 to $5 on a good day, $3 on a bad day. Q3 hits, boom. With that, we've got deals. We got more deals that come in. And at this point, Nvidia steps in again and they say, "Hey, here's another chunk of money." That's 2 big investments, okay? Now SoundHound, where Big Bear is right now, that's where SoundHound was just a few months ago, okay? With like the news, the zeitgeist, everyone's flipping out about SoundHound, okay? Now, SoundHound is in this situation where it's acquired at the end of 2024, at the end of that year, this year that just passed, 2024, it acquired a lot of deals, auto deals, fast food deals, using its technology, its bread and butter of what it does with, audio AI. So now we expect AI to just keep the party rolling here for what it looks like, especially with these new deals that we've seen be implemented. So SoundHound 100% should meet these quarterlies. The question is, are these going to be like, whoa, the biggest quarterlies this company has ever seen? Could they be the 30 million? Could they be past 30 million? And that right there is what is going to solidify SoundHound. $10 on a bad day, $15 holding that, and maybe getting into this $20 position going into Q1 of 2025 here. So I believe that SoundHound, we should see good quarterlies. Obviously, I wish I could say 100% they're going to be great. I don't know. Okay, we're expecting at this point for them to be good. That's really the bottom line of what we're trying to say here, is that they should be good from what we can tell with evidence, past evidence, and everything that's come here as of late. So SoundHound, like I said, I do believe that SoundHound is going to be a solid play for 2025. I believe that this is a company that, as long as it keeps moving up, it's going to pay off debt. It's going to get more integrated into the conversation of AI stocks that people need to be buying. Listen, there are plenty of other AI stocks that are more expensive that aren't doing as well as SoundHound right now. Okay, it's just the way it is. I mean, look at this right here. You have this right here. I put this right here. So over here, this is SoFi right here. This big old thing right here. This is SoFi. So SoFi is almost at a conversation probably by the end, maybe at the end of 2025 here. It's going to be making $1 billion quarterlies, okay? SoFi just came out with a $750 million quarterly, the biggest one they've ever had. But they've been killing it in quarterlies too. It's like they've been doing great. Now, SoFi, Big Bear, and SoundHound, obviously three completely different companies, two of them which being AI, and then you have SoFi, bread and butter of it, it's a bank, okay? But what I'm saying is SoFi is struggling to keep a $13 to $14 position on a good day. And then you have Big Bear, who's almost at $10, who is making right around what SoundHound is making on a quarterly. Big Bear's making a little more on a quarterly here. But SoundHound is not making nowhere near as much money as SoFi, but its stock has done better in the past 4 months because of FOMO, because of what it could be, because AI stocks are so attractive to the general investor right now. So it's a very interesting situation of what's going down right now with a lot of these AI stocks. Listen, the AI stocks are breaking all the barriers. They're making new rules. This is the theme of 2024, where AI stocks just like they completely rewrote the books on what could be possible. I mean, especially with quarterlies, money. These chip companies, blew everyone's mind last year. And then you had Apple. Apple just released their quarterlies. Apple just came out with the biggest quarterlies they've had. Not to mention, they said our iPhone sales are down. What? What? Big quarterlies and your iPhone sales are down? What? Listen, it's software, technology. Things are changing right now. What was is now from the past. Listen, I'm not trying to get, I'm sounding like, Frodo Baggins here. What I'm trying to say is things are changing right now. And what do we know the market likes right now? The market likes AI stocks, okay? The market is attracted to AI stocks. What is the general investor like right now? What is everyone looking for? They're looking for cheap AI stocks. Why do you think Big Bear's holding a position right now of almost $10? Is it worth $10 a share? No. And before you start writing evil comments, listen, I love Big Bear. I was sitting here talking about Big Bear when it was $2. I'm holding in Big Bear. I've got a lot of money wrapped up in Big Bear. I haven't sold my position in Big Bear. I'm not gonna right now. There's no reason to. What I'm saying is that it's being ran up. It's being ran up right now on the thought that more deals could come in, that people might miss out. It should worry you. It should worry you that Big Bear could be in a position where it just grabs another deal out of nowhere. I know we're all thinking the same thing. You don't have to be a rocket science here. Rocket, yeah, that's the right expression. Rocket scientist. You don't have to be that, because it's common sense right now that people should be scared that Big Bear could enter into this situation where you wake up one day and you're going to see Big Bear at $15-20. You're like, what the freak just happened? And then you're going to go read the news and they're going to say Big Bear just got X contract for either government, military, or just some random company. Who knows? But it's a very real scenario that could happen. Listen, Big Bear's not supposed to be where it's at right now. Okay. So obviously, talking about Big Bear quite a bit, with that, I won't say much more about Big Bear because I've talked about them so much. And not a lot has changed here, but when I talked about the beginning here with the dinner table, all that kind of stuff, and that kind of thing, what I mean by that, to get back to that conversation, is what I see in the market, and I'm right there with you, because listen, whether you make $5, $10, $100, $1,000 in the market, it's a win, man. I want to see everyone thrive in the market. I don't want to nerd out on you, but I do believe the market is one of the greatest inventions ever made, to where man, woman, no matter age, where they're at, money, anything, they can start to change their lives. It is a road to freedom financially, 100%, because I've done well in the market. And listen, I've done terrible in the market. I've done well in the market. But with every moment of that, there's a learning experience, 100%. So listen, SoundHound, I think that's going to be a dark horse of 2025. It's going to come up out of nowhere, and it's really going to shock people. I do believe that. I really do believe that. And these new quarterlies that will be coming out here soon, it's going to be a telltale sign of what's coming here for Big Bear, or for SoundHound this year. Big Bear in general, Big Bear is, I think it's something special. I really do believe that. I've even when I was buying Big Bear at $2-3, I was like, I feel something special about that. If you guys were there listening to me talk about it, I always people would get mad at me because I would say, like, listen, this is a dangerous situation. This may not work out, yada yada yada, and you're at your own risk putting money in. I'm doing this, but I don't recommend you do this unless you have capital to do so. And I still feel like that. Big Bear is still risky, 100%. This is a company that has massive debt. This is a company that needs a lot more contracts. This is a company that is highly overvalued at the moment. It's highly overvalued, but it's the I don't want to miss out situation to where they could just get another deal, and that's essentially what I was trying to say there. So Big Bear and SoundHound, I think, are going to be some dark horses of 2025 here, where they're just going to come up out of the back and they're going to hit the other side of the dinner table. They're going to be coming up here to the big boys, to where, by this time next year, who knows what we could be looking at with SoundHound? Who knows what we could be looking at with Big Bear? Who will be the winner of 2025? One of these companies will do better than the other, more than likely. If I had to suspect at this moment, Big Bear has a lot more potential because of what it offers with its product. That's kind of my thought on that. I think personally SoundHound will do much better later on in the future as we see more animatronics, robots, more of a culture shift into its product. That's why I believe so much that getting into SoundHound early is probably the right position, right decision to make, 100%. Especially if it's bringing out good quarterlies here, especially if it continues to, get deals done here. So, and with that, like I said about Palantir, listen, Palantir is just, it's running, man. The thing about Palantir, I've pretty much, I've got my positions in Palantir, and right now I just watch it roll. I just go like, there it goes. It's gone. We raised it. It's grown up. It's a triple digit stock right now. It's looking for 120. It's looking for 130 and 40 soon enough. It's already pricing in the next quarterlies, 100%. It's pricing them in. It's doing it right in front of us. So, is Palantir overpriced? Absolutely. Yeah. But you've got to pay to play at this point because investors know what's happening with it. They know what's going on with Alex Karp and Elon Musk. They know that the potential for it to keep running is very evident, that it could happen very easily. And they know that, there's no real negatives to make it falter at this point. Something terrible would have to happen, and we're not seeing that. Even when we have bad moments in the market, Palantir is showing no weakness in that. A lot of, even SoundHound, Big Bear, they're not, when the stuff came out with Jerome Powell today, the market sold off for a moment, and then it went, where does it go right back? It just went right back up to even bigger numbers. The market's running here, okay? And for a lot of people, they were being told that, we should be in a recession by now. Could that still happen? Of course. Of course. That's why it's important to have capital on hand, because if we do find ourselves in that stage, or just a huge sell-off, maybe something a little worse than when that DeepSeek situation happened here just a moment ago, there's potential to do more. So friends, I think we're in a beautiful moment. I really do. I think I've said this a million times, but I think this is the golden age. This is a fantastic moment to start investing. I really do believe that in my heart. I think that's already evident. I think, a lot of people have made a lot of money so far in this market, and it's not showing signs of being scared at this moment. I think right now the news is bigger than the bite on the market. The market's going, okay, yeah, tariffs, inflation, all that, blah, blah, blah. And the market's running, okay? It's running, and it's not stopping. So there's a lot, there's plenty of other things out here, and just for the people out there with KULR, I'm watching the stock. I have not put money in the stock yet. I will say if the stock probably bleeds to like a 210 position here, I might put in I might put in a chunk of money. But it's 100% because of the recent situations that have happened, and that I believe that they might actually do well in this next quarterly to where it might shoot the stock up into a $3.50 to $4 range. Possibly. But for this stock, I do think this is a little more of a riskier play at the moment, okay? But I know a lot of you are in it. I'm watching it. I want to see if it's going to bleed a little more. I do believe there will be another run in the stock regardless. What that will be, I don't know. But I want to be in as cheap as possible to leave as much getaway room as possible depending on what happens with these next quarterlies with this stock. So I'm watching it. I have not gotten in it yet. But I just want to keep you guys aware because you guys comment so much about that stock. So friends, I wish you all luck. I will talk to you tomorrow. It's Thursday. I feel good about what's going on. I really do. Big Bear's holding a position. Big Bear's looking for $10. I think it's going to find it, and I think it's going to run more. I think I think what's happening with Big Bear is what happened with SoundHound. But I think more than not with Big Bear, it's finding a whole new stream of investors right now. And what is the main thing that they're reading? They're reading that Big Bear is like Palantir, and it's the little brother of Palantir. And that's driving fear, that's driving price. And for you as an early investor, that's phenomenal. So there you go. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, 100%. Friends, take care of yourself. Bye, everyone.